Hi everybody, we are back with another live, and today is going to be super cool with some of these designs that we have. We have some really cool pieces for you, and actually Wendy sent a pendant that she designed, which is gorgeous by the way, that you guys will get to see the demo of as well. And that's going to be a kit that's available for you guys to purchase, and it's very, very cool. And then just a lot of other cool vintage pieces as well.
Yeah, so it's a mix. Today we have a mix of finished jewelry kits and then also a design sampler for you.
Yeah. This is funny. Lori Weiser said, "Did we beat Peggy?" And it looks like you did. Somehow.
That's crazy. That almost never happens.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody. Is everyone getting excited for the holidays?
I feel so bare right now because I didn't put any jewelry on because I was going to have to put it on, and so I feel naked. I don't like it. Can you clean your camera? There's a bit of
Do you think it's a little hazy?
Yeah, it looks very hazy to me. You guys are going to get the morning crack of the can real quickly.
Oh, it's not that lens. Is that the lens?
Yeah, that looks, well, it's both of them.
That's like, there we go. There.
So yeah.
You got to watch the lens cleaning.
All right, I'm gonna do our morning crack.
Ainsley. ASMR.
Quiet. You're ruining it.
Open it up. Welcome, Peggy. She's here.
Everybody was in shock that they beat you. So yeah, lots of cool stuff today. My mom actually designed a pair of earrings that I'm super excited for you guys to see because you're definitely gonna have to make those as well. Very gorgeous. Those are also a kit, right?
Yes, the earrings, bracelet, and then Wendy's necklace that you designed are all finished jewelry kits where they have everything in them. Mm-hmm. And then we have the bundle, which encompasses the rest of everything. We have the bead mix as well, so.
Yeah.
Good morning, crack. What? Cracking open your can. How would you say that? What would be the? I feel like there's another
pop.
Maybe.
Crisp. But like the motion is to crack it open.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Funny.
All right. We can just hop straight into this. And I will do our little pan right after I fix whatever got bumped and out of place. It's better-ish.
As you guys know, I love photographing it when Ainsley does chain swags.
She told me I can never do it again. I probably will.
I said you're banned, but will she listen to me? No, there's no way she's listening to me.
Who would do that?
Hopefully everybody can find some time in their schedule to hop on with us today. I know everyone's super busy, so if you're watching us on the replay, we missed you during the live. Snap it open, Peggy says.
Morning snap. I don't like that.
It doesn't sound as satisfying.
It's the morning crack for all intents and purposes.
I mean, kind of the same effect. And we do say, like, sometimes if you drink it too fast, it can kind of crack you out. So, no long-lasting side effects, though.
Yes. All right. So that was our quick little pan of everything. I hope everybody's super excited for these. Do we have anything we want to like hop into first?
I think it's going to be the easiest if we do the color effects first.
Okay.
And we can also show what they're getting. So now that we did the pan, we can go into showing the bead mix, putting that up on the Carter, showing each of the kits and putting those up. You can just leave that there.
No, I don't like having it. I don't like using it. It's my least favorite thing in the world, guys. Is this stupid background that always is just like, ugh. Even when it's not curled up, there's like the stones in the way.
You have an uncommon annoyance with it. Unreasonable, I would say.
Could you wipe this off a little bit? Some flakes got on it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna move these over, but you guys can get a quick glance at this.
Ah, yeah, Peggy, you were over on YouTube that day. She said she missed everyone on Wednesday's Facebook.
Dun, dun, dun. These are all gonna be really gorgeous layered together. Also, this would be a really cute necklace. It's a bracelet,
be a cute choker
but
too.
Could totally add some chain to this and make it a necklace. Another necklace. I did this one. Cute and simple. Dainty, but a lot of work. I wonder who made that. Who would do that?
I wonder. Maybe I'm always optimizing for less work. But gotta have a mix of both, right?
These are the earrings I was talking about. That I want to steal, but we'll see if she lets me.
I kind of planned on wearing them home today, so
We'll
just
see
saying.
if they exit my ear holes.
That's just a cute idea because we have the bead mix and that's featured in there and we didn't use it in the project.
Exactly.
So it's just kind of a cute idea of what you can do with it. So yeah, lots of great stuff today. Good scale. A lot of chain comes with that one.
Yep. Lots and lots.
Like
Also
3
love
feet,
these
I
earrings.
think.
You're not gonna wear these ones out?
Well, I planned on the moons.
I think gold is more your color.
I think you just want the moon earrings. What do you guys think? Yes, Nancy is so much fun, Peggy. She is, I think, you guys would be best friends if you lived in the same community because she likes to just really have a lot of fun with people and pull pranks and all sorts of stuff like that.
Do you want to fix the camera? It's a screen.
Sure.
Okay. So, now we can talk about this a little bit. I need you to move it over too, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Because,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, so let's lay out what they're gonna get in the bundle first. The loose pieces. Because I know we're gonna get into doing the paint. But I figure we could go through what they're getting. And then we're gonna have to worry about that later. So all but 4 of these pieces Wendy sourced. So the tiny moons that Ainsley's grabbing right now to put into the layout, those are available normally. Thanks, Peggy. She said, Jean, the moons are definitely you.
I have a hater, clearly. Clearly I have a hater.
I think she's thinking you never finished this leather necklace for me.
Do you want to know why I actually didn't finish it? Were you paying attention?
Something went wrong with it. You left a piece out.
I left a piece out, which I
Yeah.
have here still. I planned on finishing it, but maybe now that you're throwing sass at me, I
I
won't.
don't know. Do you want me to finish a pair of earrings for you in trade?
One of these is a lot more
What do
work
you
than the other.
think? All right.
She expects me to have finished it when I was just finished up with my finals week.
I don't really. Do I really? Or do I just like to give you a hard time when you're in front of the camera?
I think it's full.
Hee hee. I did. Technically, I gave you a deadline of till Christmas.
Okay, yeah, but it's not that Christmas yet, so.
I know. All right, so everything in here besides the tiny moons, Wendy sourced. These are all vintage elements. So she did a really beautiful job at giving us some gorgeous, gorgeous inspiration pieces. Would you pick up the butterfly? Because I've never seen anything like this. It's just, so that's natural patina that you see on there.
Also, if you're not into butterflies, I didn't use it in a butterfly kind of way for this design just because of what I wanted. And, but you can change it up. I feel like it makes it look like an orchid if you flip it around.
Yeah, so either a butterfly or a flower. It's really, really beautiful. Oh, would you put up the cart while we're doing this?
Yeah.
So this bundle comes with all the pieces you see on the screen here, and Ainsley's going to put up the cart number for that. And I'm guessing this is going to be, is it cart 100?
Yes, it says it is, but it hasn't popped it up on screen yet
Okay.
for some reason.
So this one, and then also if you go to vintage.com and click new on the banner, you're going to find all the products from today. So all of these vintage elements you get for in this one bundle, which is really great.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get this.
Did that finally pop up?
Yeah, it did. It took
Yeah.
a while to get.
I think
Loaded.
also so the suns that are in here are also these filigrees are amazing. You could think of it as a star. I think of it as a sun.
It could be a snowflake too.
Yeah, it could be. But I really love it paired with this Celtic circle, which is just also amazing. It's a very thick, heavy piece, which made it the perfect cabochon. So we combined 2 suns and 1 Celtic cabochon to make this really stunning bracelet focal. So yeah, Peggy, isn't it beautiful? And then all these great filigree connectors and moons all come in this bundle, all for $49. And remember, if you are a retail customer of ours, you are going to earn points on it, and you can use points on it. So, oh yeah, it could be, you could kind of see it like a starfish too. There's a lot of things you can see in there, I think.
Yeah. It can go
Just
a whole
depending
lot
on
of
how
ways.
you wanna use it. Really beautiful. And then, so if you want to buy without leaving Facebook, you can just type cart 100 into the comments, and it will put this in your cart for you.
Yep. You just have to go to Facebook Messenger to check out. You will get
Definitely.
the message there.
All right. Should we show, let's go into now the paint technique. So we're going to do that on 2 things. And this is really, really easy to do. Yeah, just dump it in here.
That's what I was doing already.
Perfect.
Straggler.
So we've done a really great, easy to use 4-color combination here. Actually, what I'll probably do is get these nice and mixed up for you.
Metallic blue, metallic copper,
Trade ya.
metallic aqua, and metallic green. Which looks like our metallic aqua got assaulted by some blue here.
Oh, there must have been some in the cap. I wonder, like when we were putting the caps on yesterday.
It looks like it was sitting in a puddle. It didn't drip down from the cap. There's
Interesting.
nothing coming out
Well,
of the cap.
there's nothing on the thing here, but okay.
So those are the colors.
You can pop that off screen if you haven't already.
It's the Solstice mix. It was the paint effects I had up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can look at our pieces here.
Can I see the bracelet for a second? Yeah, so all I did here was keep layering the colors and wicking until we get this kind of effect, and you just kind of section it. But you start with these two colors because they're the most dominant. The green is actually the most dominant one.
Do you have a specific brush you used?
I drip them on, and then I kind of, but no.
So
you
no
can-
brush.
You can drip them on, or you can use this one, this kind of medium brush if you want. I think it's easier to keep them segmented if you do use the brush. Ooh, Vintage, which I'm assuming is Wendy, is wondering what your lip stain is.
So I am wearing the Dior Sequin lip. I don't remember. Oh, the color Pink Star maybe is what it was. It's really pretty, and it just happens to be very similar to my
Your
lip
natural color.
And then I also have what is it called? I have like a can't remember the brand name. There's like a lip thing where you can line your lips with it and then you peel it off and it gives it a slightly darker line. I had you use it once.
Yeah.
It's a specific brand. It's pretty popular. You can get it really inexpensively at Ulta. And yeah.
So combination of those two.
So just line my lips with the other one too. Very lightly.
So I would say, yeah, just mostly I used these. And the paper towel a decent amount.
I need a...
You need a What? What do you need?
headphone. I already got it.
Okay. Usually I'm pretty good at mind reading, but sometimes the
I
signal
don't know what
doesn't
happens
quite
at the
go
tip
through.
of this. This one's horrible.
I wonder, like, sometimes, like, if the cap is too clogged,
No, it's like mutilated.
that's what I mean. Like, if there's too much in the cap, when you go to, like, if something was stuck in the cap and you went to close it down, that will happen. It'll get crushed.
I see.
Like, if too much paint is left to dry in there or something.
I'm getting my fingernails chopped off today, guys. I'm doing short nails.
So is there a reason you decided to do shorter nails?
I can't play the bass guitar with long fingernails. It's naughty.
It's frowned upon, huh?
Yeah.
So you're going to be playing bass more.
Yes.
So you need to give up some of the length there.
Yeah, they're gonna be short, but they'll still be cute. I'm still getting my nails done.
So Janet, we are using metallic green, metallic copper, metallic blue, and metallic aqua in the antique line.
Yep. So I just did my first layer, sectioned it, and then dabbed it up. And I did spread it out a little bit with the brush, but...
And then if you just go in with less of
and
the
I'm,
next two
I'm
color.
very much wiping off as much of the green as possible.
It is so dominant.
It's one of our most dominant colors besides red.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, black's pretty dominant, but not like as much as far as taking over the palette of something.
Yes. These are all munched.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I think these lids...
It's getting a little distracted right now. Just getting a little
I'm not.
hyper-focused on the lids.
I'm not getting distracted. It's just they are munched, and so I'm making commentary.
Okay.
Also, like, it means that it takes more time for me to clear the tips as they get munched.
Okay.
So I'm giving them commentary as
I see. Play-by-play behind the scenes.
do this. Okay. I just like to, sorry about that, kind of stipple a bit. And then we're going to absorb some of this, so I'm not worried too much about the coverage because of that.
Stephanie, these are the same metallic colors that have been in our antique line, which they have.
Look at that.
Sisters in.
Perfect replication.
Let me
Just
see.
needs to be...
Does it need a little bit more green?
No.
Or is it pretty
It's
good?
still green.
Awesome.
It just needs to be relieved.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Good job. Speedy.
So we're going to let this dry for a couple seconds and we'll bring her back on for some reliefing. She needs to be relieved.
Yeah, I don't generally cut off the tips unless it's really like smashed.
That's like not our thing as much.
Yeah.
Some people really like it.
I feel like if
I like the seal that it adds.
Yeah.
Personally, but it's like a preference.
it
thing.
will still clog if you cut it off too, I have found. So
Yeah.
I like the fact that you have a little bit more control and space, but I do have some at home where what happened is something was stuck in the lid, and when I closed it down, it bent the tip over, and so those I definitely cut for sure.
All right. What about this one?
Okay, so that one, let me
What's this?
look at the piece. This one, I more like just kind of painted it on.
Okay.
So less drippy and more painty and just sectioned. So do you want to put this on screen so they can kind of watch you?
I'm not putting it on screen while I do it, but I'll show it
duplicate
to
it?
them again.
Do not have these orders. Stephanie, you might have sisters to them in the Ultimate Paint line. So if you have Dragon Eye, Beetle Wing, Scarab Wing, and Mermaid Fin, those are the sister colors. But I prefer the labels on the antique. For sure. It's nice to have like that continuity. Okay. So Wendy, before you popped in, we were talking about all the beautiful things that this filigree could be perceived at. So Ainsley says orchid. I know you said butterfly when it's flipped around. Someone else said starfish, which it kind of looks like it could be a starfish on top of a flower or something. So really beautiful ways to imagine this gorgeous piece. Yeah, I felt like because it's a really old piece, it had a lot of good texture and it just like instantly grabs onto the colors.
This one's being my hater.
It's punishing you for running behind today again.
What? I'm supposed to expose me like that.
Oh, we all know that Ainsley is a last second get in the studio person. It is just the way you roll. You're always like the last one out of class, the last one in the car in the morning to go to jazz band, probably.
Okay, that's not fair. Two men getting ready versus a teenage girl.
Yes.
Like two guys getting ready versus a teenage girl is very different.
This is true. This is true. But remember like contest mornings where you'd be like, oh, I overslept, and it was like ILMEA or something like that.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're just
because
trying
I
to
was
rush
always
out the door.
tired.
I know.
And busy.
I know. But it's no fun if I don't give you a hard time.
Oh my
on camera.
gosh. She's so mean to me.
It's entertainment value, guys. It also is a symptom of time blindness, which I also have, and I have had to work my whole life to overcome.
It's very difficult to have time blindness.
I just
check
a clock a lot.
One of my finals, right? I think I did really well on it, but we'll see. But I have really bad time blindness, so I literally used every minute allotted to me. Because I was going at my pace that I was going at, and then she's like, this is how much time you have left. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do still. And so I had to go speed up, speed up, and then speed up even more, because I don't know how to properly pace myself.
Yeah.
And I didn't have time to sign up for special testing like I would have if I could have.
Right. I think there's for sure.
Because I can get double the time because I have, well, not double, 1.5 the amount of testing time because I have time blindness and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
that affects me.
Dallin struggles with that as well. So it was really hard. Online school was extremely difficult for him because he didn't have the marking of the time changing periods, right? You go class is finished now, and he would get into what he was doing, and it could be 3 hours later, and he wouldn't have noticed. He would have thought it was 1 hour. And so that was really challenging for him. Having a physical place to go to helps.
And so I'm kind of randomly putting these in here, filling in cracks, and then I'm going over with the other colors very lightly, and I'm wiping off my brush in between and dabbing off if it's a stronger color like this blue or the Sticker Arab. Sometimes I just use my hand to hold it down a bit. Keep it from running away from me.
Looks like there's a lot of discussion on whether or not there's snow places. I'm kind of sad. I miss the snow. I'm watching Hallmark shows.
I really want snow.
We might need to drive up in the mountains just to experience it.
Yeah.
We could just go up to Bogus and do something fun up there, which would be fun. I'm kind of so I like to get out a little bit, but I don't like to drive really more than an hour to do it. So that's kind of a nice Sunday afternoon drive if you have time to do it, because it completely changes the scenery, but you don't have to go very far. Yeah, this one I took a little bit more artistic approach, and it's just really fun to see how prettily these colors go together. So Wendy had sent me kind of an inspiration photo of this pretty verdigris copper, and she gave me a couple colors to use, 3 colors to use, and I added in the deep blue, metallic blue as well, because I could see in her inspo photo there was more of that shining through. So that's how we ended up with this 4 color combo, but I think of it as like a sparkly verdigris finish when you blend it right. What were we talking about? We were talking about concert weather, right? because in Galena,
It was always horrible.
yeah, we went down to Turner Hall, which is a nice historic building because the school's small, doesn't have an auditorium. And so pretty much, I think almost every year it's sleeted. And so there was just like slush when you would, and it's on Bench Street of Galena, which it's just like parking on the sides of the street, no parking lot or anything. So inevitably you'd be walking like 4 blocks in slush, like every concert.
Yep. Anytime I was there in the winter.
Ooh, Peggy had 5 inches this past weekend.
I'm very jealous.
Now all the snow is
Yesterday
gone.
it was 38 degrees outside, but the real feel was 26 degrees. And so it's like, if it's gonna feel that cold, I would prefer that it's also that cold and it's not raining and it's snowing.
That's looking really gorgeous. I think I would probably stop
That's
right there.
exactly where I was stopping. So
And this one I did not even relief because I like the look. So there's a difference there. Do you want to show them the difference between the two that you did? Did you relief that one?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I was about to do that.
Gotcha.
Alright guys, we're just going to go in with our reliefing block. I'm going to start with the higher grit. I think this is the...
I think either one will work.
Okay, this one's not too bad.
Yeah. She was just looking for the block that was less dead. I think of it like point shoes, right?
Yeah.
They still work, but not as well when they're
So
dead.
you
When
can
the
already
shoes are
see
dead.
our massive difference here we have there versus over here. It's a very big difference. Ooh, that was very
Some
dangerous.
really pretty celestial sparkle there we've got going. Now really you could take this technique and apply it to any of the pieces that we have in the bundle today. We just chose to do it on only these two for the designs because the original patina of the pieces is really great on these vintage pieces.
Besides, you did paint that bracelet, didn't you?
Yeah, but that was not with these colors.
Yeah.
We'll get to that when we could probably do that next so that you don't have to clean up in between.
All right. So we have our reliefed piece versus our not reliefed piece. This reliefing really brings out the gorgeous details, and then this has a different, like more artsy, colorful look.
Very pretty. Love it. Yeah, so I would say, so we don't have to really clean up your station too much. I would take that bracelet out and we can show how we prep that because it also is a vintage piece. Let me just get you your colors out.
Can you hand me the Clorox wipes after you're done with that?
Yeah, there's one that's like sitting out here that I just used to clean it and it's still wet. There you go. You just want to make sure you're not getting any glue on your bracelet, right?
Yeah, and just also make it look nicer for them. And it's not that messy, so it's not too hard to clean.
So Stephanie, they are the same formula. We just gave them the same. Since we market and brand our things in different ways, it's really the metallics are the same formula. So they're gonna flow the exact same. The antiques, the solid colors, those have a different ratio formula.
Okay. Nice and clean now. Where is my, here it is. So our little bracelet kit here comes with so many cute things. Just gonna pull out, ah! Apparently the crystals wanted to run away.
It's okay. You're not going to use that anyway right now.
How many crystals are there? 6.
Yeah. Ooh, looks like you got a hair there with it too.
That means I have 1 missing.
It's okay. It might not have been in there. It might not have been in there to begin with because I didn't give you the whole bracelet because we're not doing that all on the screen. So if it's here, we'll get it later. So to begin prepping this, because this will have a little bit of rust on it, we're going to relief it. So it will clean that up and we're going to relief this, the whole tops of it.
No wonder these are seldom taken out. Because I was like, there used to be one that was really good, but both of these are looking really rough.
So the best way to do this is just set it down and just go right across the tops. Just like the whole thing in one big line. And then if there's any spots that are particularly rusty, then I would pick that one up and just swirl it on it and get in there. So you don't have to get it perfect because we are going to antique it and that will seal in and protect the metal and just give it a better, more cohesive look. I would say that's good. So then all we're going to do is we're going to antique just these silver parts because I like the mixed metal look. We're going to antique those with our set that is aged silver. And that is just 2 colors. It is metallic white and black antiques. So those come in a bundle. If you already have the paints, then these colors are what you will use. And then I just put it, you'll just do this just the way we did the dragon. So you're gonna just model both of the colors on there, lightly, because it doesn't need much and we're not trying to change the color.
What dragon? Oh.
The necklace, remember, dragon's for a dragon?
Now.
Okay.
I don't have a brush though.
What'd you do with the one you had?
I put it in there because I had
oh,
green
look
on
at
it.
that, guys. I picked up the exact one she had been using.
You'll want to like rinse it off though. We don't want any
what
scared
are
green.
the odds of that?
I mean, it's gonna stick out the most.
Maybe. I just grabbed right for the center because I figured, I want the same that same size is nice. Look at how nice and clean I got that for you. I'm actually going to put some more water in this cup.
Oh, I forgot to do it.
I asked Angel to do this the other day, but look at, it's hanging on by a thread. There's like not even an inch of water in the bottom there. I'm going to do that right now before I forget.
At least I've never drank paint water before, guys.
Oh, me either, but almost.
Almost.
Well, like at the old studio, people would use like coffee cups for their paint cups. And so it's really like that kind of cup is really hard to distinguish as far as being your water glass and or all right. This'll get us
So
another
just
week.
going in lightly with the black first, right?
Eat both equally. Just get a little. I would almost do half and half on your brush. A little bit on one side, a little bit on the other side, and you're just gonna dab it. Moonstone is the same as metallic white. Yes, Candy. So it is like a brighter, silvery white because it's got the metallic in there. And you just, this is a really quick process. It's imprecise and you just go for it. And then if you have any visible streaks in it from brushing it, you can just dab it with your paper towel to bring some off. But it's just gonna give kind of like a uniform finish. And then if you do have any kind of stubborn aging spots that you wanna cover up, and I thought this would be a really good, just a really good example of what you can do with an older piece if it's showing some wear on the plating, or if it is a raw metal like this that has a few little rust spots on it and you want to recover them. This is a really great technique to do it if it's a silver tone. So you can use it to make it better. They're not considered non-toxic, Peggy, but they are basically, because you can't eat them, but they are low VOC, so that means that you're not going to have a problem with
you can't eat them, by the way, guys.
Yeah. Well, if it was non-toxic, then that would be one of the things. You could use it on like dishware and things like that, but you cannot do, only decorative purposes, guys.
Here's over here versus over here, and so you can see the difference there as I move through our piece here.
So normally if you were doing this, like if you were trying to antique something, if it was like silver, you could use something like a chemical agent to turn it black. But these are just a lot more friendly than that. They're not going to burn your skin. You're not going to pass out from the fumes. Like I did a class with the plating solutions the other day, and in our master class to kind of show the difference and and it's a fun technique to do artistically, but it's something that I use rarely because the smell is so noxious and you have to have ventilation and all of these things. But so this product is really great, and the fact that it cleans up with water, you don't have any special disposal instructions, it's really great. Yeah, so I would just let that dry for a minute, and then we will be ready to do the other demo portion.
There was rust on this one and another one, but you can tell that it is no longer.
Yeah, and if you wanted to take the time, the reliefing block will get rid of all of that, all of those spots, but this is a great way to do it. You could even not sand it, but I wanted to show both. Okay, I think we can get into the wrapping. So I'm going to give you your favorite thing back. Trade me. You're just going to clean that up. Use the thing to wash it off. That one.
I know I'm going to. I was just wiping off the excess paint.
Yeah, makes sense. You need an air purifier to do what Jean demonstrated. Yes, for sure. For sure, Peggy. And even at that won't get rid of all of it because it's there's certain chemicals that aren't as like noxious, but the plating ones they're very difficult to work with. Okay, now this one is the fun one. So you're going to put those, you're going to face them together, that wrong sides together.
Yep.
And then you're going to rotate it a little bit. And what you'll have to do is take your chain nose pliers and you have to kind of finagle it, like almost turn it to its side a little bit to get it around. So let me know how.
So I'm just gonna have this to the side just so you guys know. And then I will do what she's saying. Give me a second to get my chain nose. And then I'm just gonna lift these
Nope,
up.
you don't want to do that.
Just trust the process. Just trust me. I understand.
Okay.
I understand this
We
is
will
going
see.
to make it easier. I promise you. This will make it easier.
Okay, we will see how this goes, guys. This is not what I did, but Ainsley probably has a better way because she was watching me do it.
Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to set it down here. Notice how this is laying in between there?
Already!
Nice
Oh my
and
gosh.
easy.
You'd almost think that she's majoring in engineering, guys. It's almost a thing.
So now that we have that, we can just start to pull these.
No way,
folded
okay.
ones up. She's like, don't do that.
You
Don't
stink.
do it.
I can't believe how easy that was. Good job.
She didn't believe in me, guys. She's like,
I just
we'll
was
see.
saying that wasn't what I was doing, but then I was like, wait a minute.
So I'm going to
'Cause
start
usually
to
I'm
fold
pretty
these
good-
up and flatten these back out.
Nice.
And then we'll get it a little more precise after this initial one because we're going to be able to put it even more in those grooves.
When you put that down, all you need to use is your fingers when you're actually closing the petals down first, and it leaves a little bit more wiggle room, and then tighten the rest.
Okay. So we're already starting to get that in there. I just want to make sure I'm nice and even. Actually. And you'll be able to tell how even you are by that hole there. So I'm going to set her down and line her up a little better. Set down. Because I had it lined up when I was holding it.
You have a little bit of wiggle room as you're putting it down, and then folding them in opposite of each other to get started with helps that as well, because then you still have a little bit of adjustment.
So I'm just going to plop this down in here. Look at that. Catch. And then we can start to do our fold over process. Some of these are a little twisted, so I'm just going to twist them the right way.
Yep.
And I'm not folding them down yet. I'm just pulling them straight up and aligning it with the ridge of the circle.
Yep, you want it to follow it so that it's nice, nicely hugs it.
Okay. Now that it's like this, give you a little side view. We're going to start folding it over.
That's funny, Wendy. She said it's like you actually being right since you made them, like as in your kids. You could look at it that way. I don't think Ainsley would let me see it that way, but she very much takes credit for her ingenuity, which is great.
And then just you can adjust it from here. These are not perfectly flush yet, but I'm going to go in with my thumb.
I'm obsessed with this pendant, are you? I'm going to claim the credit for thinking of putting these together this way, though.
Yes, you absolutely do get the credit for that.
I get the credit for that, but Ainsley gets the credit for superior execution.
And then I'm just going to go in. You're going to notice little points that are up. I'm just going to go in with my chain nose there to be a little more flush to our piece. Really get it nice and locked in and clean.
So there were a couple questions on YouTube. If you guys are still watching, it doesn't really give a timestamp when people ask things. If you don't have audio, it's on your end because we have good audio here.
Oh yeah, that was quite a while ago.
Yeah. And we are doing a jewelry making
That was
demonstration.
by the very, very beginning, and it was probably before we
Oh, it could be when it was the
yes, intro
countdown or
Yes.
whatever, for sure. I think everybody at HQ is busy packing up orders and such and getting ready for Monday.
Which hopefully our Monday is exactly how we intend it to be.
Yeah, the package came.
Oh, it did.
It did.
Okay, perfect.
I've been watching the delivery status because we had the Solstice stuff in there, we had the Ice Fairy stuff in there, and we had these amazing designer packs that Ainsley and I curated for Monday's Christmas warehouse party. So those all got delivered this morning. Yay!
Also, look how easy that was, guys.
Yeah.
It probably is a little annoying for you because you finagled with it for quite a while.
It's always that way when you're trying to figure it out, like the first time, because I was like, oh, will this even work? And then I was like, oh, if you turn it a little bit. So I actually did the same thing. I just did them one by one. I turned it sideways and then put it in, and then I did it one by one because I was still figuring out how it was going to work. Mm-hmm. So awesome shortcut.
That's funny. I love wrapping metal on metal. And then, this is vintage.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that makes me more of a metal head.
Yes. Well, it grips really well.
Yes.
It's very satisfying, and this is my favorite piece. So if I were you guys, I would buy 2 of these bundles, one to make the bracelet and one to make a matching necklace.
Peggy said, is there going to be a dance-off between Idaho and Illinois?
I think so. So this is our plan. We are going to go live from my house so that we have room because, guys, the studio here is small. We don't have room to even, there's barely just room to stand up around here.
There's a massive desk here, by the way, and there is about 3 feet of clearance all the way around the desk on all the sides.
And that's what we've got for room. So we're going to go live from my house so that we can have some room to spread out and have a lot of fun.
Yeah. But I feel like if you are a beginner in jewelry design, this is the perfect route for you to start with.
For sure.
It is very easy to execute if you do in the way that I did it. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to worry too much about it being difficult. So if you're working on your coordination for wrapping, this is going to be the easiest way to do that.
Yeah, and so both filigrees and this cab are included in that main bundle that we have for the day. So just really gorgeous. Like I said, I would get multiple to make a necklace and because look, hold this up.
Yeah, but you could get multiple and make earrings.
They might be a little heavy.
I think they're just light enough.
For young earlobes, they might be okay. For me, I'm holding it and it would be
maybe if you got a post and did it, it would be
maybe.
Good.
Show what this looks like as a necklace though. If you just hung it from the top, one of the top pieces of filigree, wouldn't that be pretty? Or even lower on you? Just like a pendant? Yeah. Pretty. Ooh, wait. You could do the 3 strands of chain up to the center and then hang it from a chain. That would be cool. So lots of possibilities for this guy.
All right.
Yeah, it is going to be a lot of fun, Lynn. And I think Wendy said she might be joining from her studio as well. So we will see what we can do Brady Bunch style. We've got some like bulk type things like natural brass by the ounce type thing, wood by the ounce, art metal, solid brass, our designer packs, which are things that Ainsley and I have hand done. So they're either like soldered or patinaed or filigree wrapped. And so a bunch of those packs available. So it's going to be fun. Not super, like a lot of silliness and then some things to buy.
Yes. A
nice
shebang for the holiday.
Okay, let's get into doing the cabochon on the bracelet.
Okay, yeah.
This is so easy. You're going to take and do like a little pea-size amount of this. Just pick any one of those sections. And then you'll put your jump ring into it. And then you'll put your stone into it with the more flat side down.
And you'll definitely want to get these nice and flush and straight.
Now this kit comes with all the stones. One for each section and enough jump rings to make the bezel.
All right. One there.
So you'll see how there's more of a pointed side. That will go up.
Are these not the same as each other?
Let me see.
I think both sides are the same.
Oh, maybe they are. I guess it just seemed like that. I guess they're the same. Never mind. But don't put anything on your bezel yet. You'll put your piece size amount and then
straight on here.
Straight onto there. Yep. And maybe a little less than a pea. About the diameter of a pea, but not the height of it, if that makes sense. And that tip might need to get unclogged.
No, it came out.
Okay. So kind of you want to spread it around and make sure it's not any bigger than where your jump ring would go. Then you'll place your jump ring down and you'll move it around with a head pin. Let me see how much you have on there. Yeah, it should be enough that it can also grab onto.
Okay, need just a little bit.
Yeah.
Spread out a little more. I'm just trying to.
And you might need a little bit more than that looking at it.
Well, you're not up to.
Yeah. Oh.
Add a little extra in the center.
That looks like it's pretty good.
And then I'm going to add this guy.
So you can notice something kind of magical happen when you put this. Oh, Peggy wants a little bit less tight view if you could back out a little bit.
Cramping my style. Oopsie. Not mean to do that.
So you want to get that perfectly centered so it looks like an eyeball.
There we go. It's hard to tell when you're not coming straight from above.
Yeah, it is for sure.
So bear with me as I'm looking at this from
that looks
a less than optimal angle.
Now, as she's been messing with that, if the Loctite is kind of starting to dry up, I would put even just a little bit more in there if it's drying up.
I think it probably is. I'm just going to add just a tiny bit for the...
Just to make sure. So what's going to happen when she puts this sapphire glass in there, she's just going to plop it straight down and make sure that it grabs. Making sure that you don't get any on the top of your stone. So you got to fill it, but not overfill it because you don't want it to squish out. And then I just use either a head pin or an eye pin or your awl to position that and make sure everything is centered before it all completely sets up. And this gets like, as it backs up against the metal, it gets this really gorgeous deep sapphire look, which is just so beautiful. Great execution. It almost gives it like a matte look as well. So I'm going to give you guys a tip because I was not super meticulous with these when I was doing them. What I did, because a little bit of the stuff squeezed out, a little bit of the Loctite, I got a little bit on the surface. I went in right away with the Clorox wipes. You can show them what kind we used, and cleaned it off before the Loctite, before it completely cured, so that those were all just super clean. And I kind of let it set up, but
I don't think I really have it.
yeah, you did a perfect
job.
That's
essentially what you would be doing.
Yeah.
Is
And then on top of the stone as well, because it just squished out a little bit on there, is what I did, is I just cleaned it up like that, and then voila. You just do that 6 times. Now this bracelet is pretty long. Do you want to measure it?
Yeah. You guys can get a quick, my proportional wrist. This is too long for me by a good amount. And this is a total of...
Yes, a wax tip pen could help for sure. I never really got the hang of those.
No, it should end up being about 8 inches total.
So it's about 8 inches. If you need to, you can always add some extra rings on the end to extend it. Or if you have a smaller wrist, just remove one of the links.
Yeah.
So I actually only included 5 stones for you because I knew you would only need that many when we finish it out.
Here's this.
Okay, what's next? Probably
this pendant.
Yeah, probably that one.
I'm gonna put these guys back in here. There's that.
Okay.
So we have our kit here, beautifully wrapped up by Wendy for us.
Your master set. Now this comes with everything that she packed out here for her, plus 3 feet of chain.
These are extras, what she said.
Oh, okay. I think she sent these in case you needed to practice.
And the tiniest little.
At first I didn't notice that.
I think they're gonna really love packing these out.
I know. Kieran's gonna be, what the heck? So something about guys' hands is they're not necessarily
They're
as
gonna
dexterous.
definitely need those crystal thingy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and that's what Candy was talking about here. Was it Candy that just said that? Cindy said you need one of those wax tip pens to pick up the stone and place it in the ring. Definitely for these tiny chatons because they are minuscule. But they fit so perfectly in this pendant. Do you want to show them the finished one and how they set in there?
I didn't even notice it because they fit so perfectly. But they are there.
Is the big star in there?
Hmm?
Where's the big star?
What? They go together.
What's that? No, I mean in your pack. I don't see the big star in your pack.
What star are you talking about?
The main part of the pendant.
That is these pieces.
Oh, what? Are you kidding me? I thought that was... Oh, that's why that's so cool. Okay.
Okay. How did you not understand that? That's why it's harder to execute, is because you have to get them all on there, glue them all on there.
So cool.
Just a reminder, guys, with your Loctite, as tempting as it is to put all of your pieces on right away and make your piece so, so beautiful.
I'm guessing Peggy's going to ask you to zoom
Let
out.
it set for a day at the very least.
Yes.
So, don't put it on right away. Don't wear it out. You do need to let it cure for a full day to get
Before
the full
wearing
curing effects. Just let it do its thing. Yeah, I wasn't doing anything yet on camera, so I'm just organizing my pieces here. I think the most annoying part of this project is going to be the fact that my nails are going to make everything so hard to pick up. All right. So I have my little circle
have
here.
Fun, Rosie. She's going to buy a Christmas tree.
I'm going to add my glue.
Wendy's making fun of me. She's like, Jean, you're hilarious. Because I was like, where's the big star? Okay, can you tell I didn't look at it very closely?
Good thing I am here.
I would have figured it out if the stuff was in front of me.
Okay. All right. I am just adding glue and I'm spreading it out pretty evenly on there. And I'm going to try and work pretty quickly.
No, I didn't see your directions. I didn't even read them, Wendy.
All right. And then I'm going to start putting them on here. Stop laughing. That's bad.
How can I...
Some of us are trying to do our job here. All right.
Oh, so Vintage says, Ainsley, do it the way I told you. Yikes, you'll have fun doing it this way. I wonder if there's another way that it was supposed to be done.
Oh, I bet you she laid it out and then she glued the back on.
Maybe. Work quickly. Get them in there fast.
I didn't see the note either.
It's very important.
I didn't see the note either.
Where did you send it, Wendy? Okay, she says you lay all the pieces down first, upside down, to make your shape. Then add glue to your blank. Then drop it on. Okay, well, work fast, girly, before it's set up.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
It looks like it's working out okay.
Oh.
You're going to have to, speed work it, ladies.
Yeah, now that you say that, that makes a lot of sense, but I didn't see any instructions.
She may have sent them in a text or, a Teams to me or something. But, a lot of moving parts with these weeks. You haven't gotten to the end yet. We could all use a good laugh. We can at least be like, okay, here's what not to do, guys. Do it the way Wendy said. She teams them. Teams is great, but it is very easy to miss messages, complete messages that way. They get buried in a bunch of other things, especially when you're in a hurry.
I think it went fine.
Did it go okay? Whew! Is she sweating, guys?
I'm definitely sweating.
I'm sweating a little bit. Just like, oh no. Will it work?
That stressed me out. Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, definitely do it the other way. After I set one down, I realized, I was like, oh, actually, it would make more sense to do it the other way.
Okay, you're not quite centered anymore. Just FYI. Vintage. Wendy says, yay, Ames, you're so lucky. She's got a pretty good idea of spacing. Like she wasn't very off, and just by the fact that she was working fast enough, but do it the way Wendy said, because woo!
I'm actually sweating, guys. I'm legitimately sweating right now.
Oh man.
Whew.
She said mine stuck down and it was too late. So yeah.
Yeah.
So thankfully you worked quick enough.
Yeah, well, that makes sense if you're doing it and you're trying to execute it for the first time.
Right, for sure.
It takes more time to figure it out.
I think we won't show all of the tiny ones. We'll just do one. Any tips, Wendy, since you're watching, for putting the small chatons in? Do you just do a little?
This one just needs a little bit of extra glue.
Yeah, because it maybe dried up a little bit.
Yeah. It does not want to be picked up though.
Well, you've got those difficult fingernails. Peggy says, I'll do it Wendy's way. I don't blame you.
I would do it Wendy's way too if I knew Wendy's way.
It was finals week this week for Ainsley, so she didn't have as much like front prep time. More time after the live and stuff, but there was not as much time to look at the stuff.
Yeah, do things
because we designed a lot for today, guys.
Okay.
Looks like she trimmed the setting.
She did. For sure, that trimmed the setting.
Okay, she said, I dropped a tiny glue in and used a crayon to put them in.
A crayon?
If you lay them down first, you won't have any gaps, but this is still super pretty. Okay.
All right. And did she just glue this in here? I feel like she just glued this in here, but it is just a bit textured. And I can't pick anything up. And I'm going to clip this off too. Just make sure you do that. When you're clipping things off, I always use the sides. So it's a little more of a clean line here.
Yeah, that direction. I find that as well. Which I just did my Snow Queen earrings this morning. I was a little bit behind, guys. And then I realized I was a little bit out of order. But I did post those on DIY with Vintage, 2 more of the kits this morning, because I didn't get to it yesterday. So.
And then she also clipped off the setting prongs for this as well. So we're going to clip these guys off.
She said, I glued it in after I clipped off the tines.
Okay, just going to do a quick little smoothing just to make sure it doesn't get caught on clothing later.
And then she said, I sanded it lightly.
Yep. This just shows you guys that this can be executed without practice. You can feel real confident about your guys' self. I'm going to be careful when I'm placing these, specifically when I'm placing this circle, because we do need to get these lined up so that they are in fact straight. Because you do need the top hole and the bottom hole on here. And I do want to make sure that my prongs here are secure, because I was noticing that some of these are a little loose. So I'm going to add some extra glue here in these places because they're a little too loose. try and get those locked down. So they are not sticking as well as I would prefer them to. Give that a couple seconds there.
So we can see the pitfalls of not following her instructions. Yes. So Wendy says when you lay it down out first, upside down, you can put ample glue on the blank and then just let it dry for a moment. Nice.
Yeah, this side is nice and secure, but this side I was a little less generous on the glue because there was the hole over there.
Right.
And I didn't want it like
Sure.
sliding out of it. Like I was saying earlier, I'm going to be careful about my placement because we do want this hole to be covered up. So I know that I'm going to have to place it in a specific way so that it is covered.
Maybe.
And so she has it kind of like
Would you glue
like
those two things together?
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
thinking
place?
it might be better to glue them together first.
Yeah.
And it looks like she got this piece to sit a little more flush than it currently is. So I'm just going to make a little bit of an adjustment to arch it ever so slightly.
This is so much fun. What do you guys think of Wendy's part curation today?
Gonna see how flush this is sitting now. It's looking better than it was.
Yeah, so she said the concave part is facing down, which is what you're doing. You know, Pam.
There we go. She's finally.
Pam, that was because I did not look in the bag. So I'm going to have to update that because I thought it was a star, but it is not. So I'm going to have to update that description. That's
All
because
right.
I wrote the description. I'll have to have Wendy go in and edit that. I can't do it at the moment, but we'll have to edit that.
Okay. I'm taking this off because I'm still sweating from that.
Pretty easy construction though.
All right. I'm going to add the glue to the back of this and then I'm going to add the stone after. I'm going to do a light layer. I don't want to add it first because I don't want it to kind of like sludge out.
Just chalk it up to being finals week for Ainsley and me like normal week for me, but getting ready for the holidays and the fact that we're doing Friday and Monday back to back. So we had to early plan the warehouse sale with Corian over there, and I was sweating because the package was like taking way longer, like 3 days longer to get to headquarters than normal. Because usually I feel like shipping from here is really fast. It only takes like 3 days.
Yeah, but it's holidays now, so I feel like that's why it happened that way. All right. Added my glue. I'm gonna flip this guy around. I'm gonna place it so that this hole is covered.
Peggy's like, says you're locking in now. Oh boy, she's getting serious now. She can see the concentration face coming on. Always here to entertain, guys. If it all went perfectly smooth, then
we would never learn.
How fun would that be? That's no fun.
Now that's perfectly lined up to how I had it. And I'm just going to make some minor adjustments here while it's still a little tacky.
And in Wendy's defense, she did give us practice pieces. We just did not have time to use them.
And then I'm going to go in with my glue to the center, add a decent generous amount to the middle. And then, yeah, because I was initially supposed to, she was supposed to, show me in person how to do it.
Yep.
And then that ended up not happening, and then I never saw the instructions, obviously, and so here we are.
Because I probably missed them. She probably teams them to me, or maybe she teams them to you.
She might have teams them to me, and I might have not gotten a notification. I'm going to pick this up, make sure it stays flat and vertical, and then set it down right on top there. And press it in on there. And center it as much as possible. All right.
Such a pretty vintage gemstone.
I'm going to check these pieces again. This side seems to be good. It's just over here that's pretty good. That one's not good. Okay. This is our problem child. All the other ones are good though.
So, you know what? I'm sure this is why she was like, here, let me give you these extra pieces. We could demonstrate we could show how they should be laid out first, because she did give us extras. I'm just going to give that to you. So you would obviously lay them face down. The easier way, right?
It's funny because it did give me 2 seconds. Took me 2 seconds of pause after I'd already applied my glue to realize.
After the live, Peggy, though, we will be putting a link into the YouTube of this so people can find how you do it. And we do need to update the instructions to make sure people know that these are diamond pieces, not one big star piece. I thought it came that way.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because you were like, oh. I was like, oh, it's all a bunch of small pieces.
I wasn't listening to you.
And you were right there. And you're like, uh-huh.
Hey, so this is actually an ADHD thing, which is interesting because I don't have a lot of markers of that, but I do have this one. So you have the ability to respond to somebody with the affirmative without processing anything that they've just said.
Guys, she was just ignoring me. I do that sometimes too.
I know. I know you do.
And then sometimes I'll have heard enough to get a little bit of a recall of what you were saying when I wasn't really listening, no. And I'm still able to respond.
I would say my husband's worse with this too, though. Although he's just the non-responder. So you're like, yeah, he'll be like, yeah, I heard you. I'm like, well, how would I know? Because
you didn't say anything.
You didn't respond that you heard me. Oh, we like to pick on him.
You mean love to?
Yes,
I told him.
We'd love to pick on
This
him.
is how brutal I am to my father. I told him that he needs to, he better not be trying to cosplay Santa. Because he almost ate our entire plate that we were gifted of the cookies and bread and caramels. He just kept eating them.
You're brutal. Only Daddy's little girl can get away with that.
My brother said that they would be toast.
They would be toast. Peggy says, no, I think people should experience all the fun of guessing how to do it. We probably will, we'll make a reel of this and we'll splice this part together.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
With the other way. So now you see the hard way and the easy way to do it. Good thing Wendy sent extra pieces for us. She must have known.
She knew.
Oh man, these girls are going to get distracted.
She knew what we were like. Irresponsible. All right. Now we can add our generous amount of glue. Oh no, it just split on me.
You could probably put tape underneath it. We don't have any here, but I'm saying if you guys are doing this at home, you probably set down some tape and to hold all of your pieces in place on the opposite side, obviously, while you're doing this step.
I think I might just add it to my circle.
Peggy, do you mean that's why we have them in our lives is to pick on them? I think, yes. I think a good measure of someone's personality is if they can take a joke. And, if it's not also stress level, that's an easy way to see if someone's stressed is how much they will laugh at something versus take it personally. All right, how are we doing this time around, Wendy, if you're still watching?
So I added some to my circle. I'm adding just a little bit there as well. And then I'm going to take my pliers.
Yeah, she did say put it on the circle. And then plop her down, huh?
Be as centered as possible. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty good. And then you probably just lightly
press.
tap it.
I don't want to separate them.
And then let that, you know what I think would be good? Let's just let that dry for a minute. And then I want you to show in here, take a break and show the bead mix because it is really special, guys. So normally we just do accent bead mixes, but Wendy sourced Japan glass and then these topaz, gorgeous. Go ahead and dump it in there.
I know, I was just going to show the little baggie first so that they...
So we added just a few things to it. These round glass olive beads we added in, and then some of the smaller check beads. But it is really, really special bead mix with this Japan glass drop in here, which that one alone is worth the mix price just to get that because it's just so gorgeous. And this fun little moon bead. And all of these just have this celestial sparkle to them. And just a lot of glow. We also included these tiny little bead caps, which are great for putting on the ends of your olivine beads. So just gorgeous. It's not the best lighting on top of that. The green is getting in the way, but hopefully you can see from the photo on the website how beautiful this is. Super special. It is really great. Yeah, exactly. So Wendy says, I'm obsessed with this vintage mix. Yowzers. I couldn't believe I got these. The Japan glass pendant could sell on its own with a chain for $38. Mm-hmm. For sure. It's just so amazing. And I love what you did with it. Do you want to show the necklace that has that Japan glass on it?
Just give me a second. Oh, here it is.
And just show some of that gorgeous sparkle. Ah, that would be really pretty. We could probably show how to do that if we have time at the end. Really beautiful. It's just like spun gold, right? With those red accents.
Absolutely. This is still wet. So
We can just let that dry for a while.
Yeah.
I would just solidly let it dry. Let's go over the construction of the moon earrings.
yeah,
The double.
I'm just gonna pull this mat over a bit.
So the main thing with these is there are already holes where these jump rings go in, but
Right for this smaller moon here.
yeah, on the little moon, I did take the hole punch pliers.
Oh, I didn't do that.
I did that with these earrings when I made it. Don't use the awl. It is really difficult to do. So when I made these earrings,
I did it with the all guys, and I
hole
didn't think
punch-
it was difficult.
Use hole punch pliers. It's going to save you so much time. So all you're going to do is, if you want to get one of those moons, they're right here. All you're going to do is find the hole that's in correspondence. You're going to feel in there with your pliers.
It will just sit in that groove if you line it up.
So you're just going to feel it. You'll feel it kind of catch in there.
And then you can
And then you'll just punch it. And it's that easy. I started with the awl and I was just like, this is taking way too long. Because the brass, when it's dapped like that, is a little bit more rigid and it's not natural brass. So
I used the all, but obviously this is
it's faster.
faster solution to
And
that.
that's why I'm saying don't. It's just because you're going to save a lot of time.
All right. I'm going to look at this. So you can see that this is also just, you do definitely need the bead caps. This bead has a very large hole.
Which it comes in the mix with it.
Yep.
So,
But as you can tell, that is a very large hole. So definitely use the bead caps there and do a nice tight loop. And then these are connected right here. There's two, and then there's a perfect little hole there for it to be thread through. And did you only punch 2 holes and then just bore out the rest of these over here?
no, I punched all of the
them?
holes. Yeah, it just saves a bunch of time.
Yep, the all definitely does work because that's what I
Yeah.
did with it.
You can
So if you
use it.
don't have
Mm-hmm.
the hole punch she's right, you can definitely do the all as well.
It just takes more time. And you can, like, if you overstretch it, you can break through to the other holes of the filigree. Plus, that center one, that hole didn't exist, so I had to put it in there anyway.
Oh, okay. So she did punch this hole in there.
Like, that one didn't exist there in the moon, so I just added it there.
This one, you just hole punch 3 times?
So this one comes with, which there's a demo piece there.
It's over here.
Yeah. So this one actually comes with one
Oh, I
hole
see.
added if you want to open that up.
Yeah, I see the hole that's added now. I think you will be making these for me.
Yeah, but these two, we only had them left that don't face each other though. So we'll have to fight over the ones that face each other. So as you can see, it comes with one hole already added, and then I added 2 more. So for these, and I'm going to actually have you demonstrate punching these because it's important that you go from the back side so that you don't crush your piece. So what you're going to do is bring your punch over kind of as far as it can go, and then you'll center the next hole in between the 2 of those.
You're gonna notice there's this little bump right here in the design. I can zoom in even more so you can see what I'm talking about. So there's a little bump right there. That's about where you want to line up your hole punch with, but you're going through the back.
And so kind of how I found that area is I put my hole punch pliers in the back and I just drug them along until as far as it could go without hanging up.
Yeah, there's a little hole, there's a little indent here, and it looks to be about that indent from the back side.
Can you tell I had a shake last night? I'm getting all froggy. Yes, that is so quintessentially Wendy, isn't it, Peggy?
Try and show you guys that. About where I have this.
You know what I probably will do with this pair? Is convert it into I'll convert them into dangles instead of posts.
Hole punched. Did you get like a little like cracking effect?
Yeah, so it is plated, which we actually antiqued these, which we didn't show, which we'll need to do. It's really easy, but that's also why we did that, is because you'll hear it a little bit. That's the plating on there. Because these are vintage plated pieces.
And then the other one is about in between our two holes
Right,
there.
so you just kind of line it up, center it. Are you like, I'm not tracking how much you're on screen.
I'm making sure that I'm on screen for the
Okay.
important parts. I
Gotcha.
just pull a little bit closer when I'm trying to line it up. But I show them after I get it perfectly lined up to where I want it to be.
And so that one is like, it's kind of on the curve, not flat like the other one. If you see what I'm saying, like it's
Yes.
on. Just make sure you're on for the punch part of it.
Yeah, I did that last time
Perfect.
too. So I've got it about lined up where I want it.
We're a little fuzzy.
It's not fuzzy for me.
Okay.
And then I will hole punch. Then I'll pull her off. And then it's going down in this perfect little line here. I'm gonna just
Okay, so now we're going to use those colors to antique it, and all you're going to do is brush those in
the two antique
light
colors.
layers. No, these are green. Do you see the color of the moon?
Oh yeah.
All four of them, but just in light layers.
Okay. Did you do a specific order?
Green first, yes. Green and copper first. I did the same order that we did before, but we just didn't leave it super. I didn't leave it super pigmented. I wanted the silver to show through.
All right. Give me a second here. Get my paints out. Did you drip on or did you just
Brush
it on?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so, but I
Yeah.
just wanted to double check.
Yeah, because I wanted kind of a subtle effect. So Wendy was like, oh, I think it would be cool to do this ombre of the colors, which was more like saturated. But I found that the way I had designed the earrings with the silver findings, I wanted that silver to show through. And I felt like this was a really good way to do that. So I was just kind of brushing it in layers till you get just a pretty effect. But yeah, start with the green and copper, and then little tiny bit of the metallic blue and some of the aqua. And it just gives it kind of like this glowy magical effect.
And then can you give me the brush?
This isn't as clean, but it's the same colors, so. And what's nice is it comes with these kind of ear wire or the post protectors on it, so you're not going to get any of the color on your post. Now if you wanted to, you could turn that post into a loop and hang it from an ear wire. You could add an extra hole at the top and hang it from an ear wire as well. Lots of possibilities there.
Cleaning my brush off, guys. That's potent color.
It is potent. And then all we'll do, like it kind of naturally, because this is like plated and lacquered, it kind of naturally just sits into the grooves because of the texture of the metal. So what's interesting is to see...
Also the bevel will help too with that.
You see how this behaves on this metal versus on the antique butterfly, which was very porous. This one is not because it's plated. So this will tend to settle to the grooves. It wants to roll off because of just how smooth the metal is underneath.
Very lightly with that blue, another very strong color.
So it's almost kind of just like toning it a little bit. I love the way it just behaves differently with each of the metals.
And I'm just wiping my brush off in between. That's why I'm going off camera a little bit. I'm just wiping my brush. Going in with my last color.
And then on mine, I did just a little bit more green at the end again because it kind of lost it a little bit. But that's really up to you guys.
Just going to add
what
a
you
little
want to be
extra to the rim. I really like that, like...
It's kind of like a halo effect on the outsides.
So I'm just going in and adding that a little more strongly.
So for those of you guys who bought the 12 mixes of Christmas, what are you doing with all of your mixes when you design with them? Are you keeping them for yourself? Are you waiting to design them for later? Personally, for me, I was thinking about this when I was putting two of them together, is that I was going to gift them this week so that people have something festive. This? Yeah, yes. Now again, you don't have to do this, but it is nice if you want the colors to stay put the way it is and you don't want them to roll or move at all, you like it the way it is, great sped up tip.
I was just trying to lock in that little bit of that blue color that
love it
combined that I really liked. But yeah, that is that painting process. Very, very easy, as you can tell. Set that to the side to dry. Okay. Okay.
I think everybody's
It's starting
mesmerized.
to connect together. And it is not
it's not moving around
the circle's
anymore.
no longer moving around anymore.
Okay.
So we can flip her and finish this. I'm gonna take here we go. I have a scooper tool now. Not really, but I'm gonna use the end of this to get under here nicely without
There you go. Nice. So just to be safe, just holding it. Peggy says, I'll keep a few and gift the others. Me too. There's a couple that I'm keeping my Wiseman bracelet because it's just so me. And
do you?
Yeah.
No. Did she just glue those crystals in there?
Okay. Wendy gave us she said she put a little dot, like take a
on
head
the back
pin.
of it?
Like, no. Take a head pin and like just put it into the opening. The glue in there and then drop the crystal in. Now she said she used a crayon to put it in there, but we don't have anything like that. So maybe use your pliers to pick it up.
Yeah, we'll do the best we can so that you guys get to see that process.
But so Wendy says optimally use a crayon to pick up your chaton.
Reminder, you're doing the outsides, leave the top and the bottom open.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a little too zoomed in, guys. top and bottom are going to be left open. Do the outsides.
Ooh, that sounds lovely, Lisa.
Where did I set those little babies? You can tell these are so tiny. You definitely want that.
Well,
I wish we had one. Do you think our silicone would pick it up?
Maybe. Yeah, you could try that. That would be a good. Did you find them though? Because I don't have more here.
No, I have them.
Okay. I just want to make sure they didn't get lost in the shuffle.
I know my silicone is over here, so we'll see if the silicone works and does anything.
It probably would be good for repositioning it anyway.
And we'll do our best, but...
And I would say...
Can you give me a fresh head pin?
Yeah. Here's an eye pin. And then I would say put it on like a little piece of a plastic baggie. Your glue, because it will ruin your silicone mat.
Yes.
So you don't want to dispense the glue onto your silicone mat. I would just put some on a little bag. Vintage says use a crayon if you don't have a crystal stylus.
But
we don't have a crayon here either. So we will be making shift. No, we don't have a pencil with an eraser either. The normal things you'd have in your house, we don't have here because it's just this little room is our filming studio.
Okay. Then I'm going to pick this, or maybe I'm not going to pick this up.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm just going to go in here.
Just drop her in there.
And do like a little swirling motion.
Really, like, if you got a couple of these kits, you could just do the steps together, like set all your diamond points down on some tape and then glue your blanks on and leave it for a little bit, and that would go super fast.
All right. I'm going to do the very best I can with this, and we will see if this works.
Do you think that's enough glue?
I'm going to add more in a second.
Yeah. Jean says she's keeping the poinsettia and pine cone necklace. I'm keeping my sugar plum earrings and my Wiseman bracelet. But I think the Snow Queen earrings I'm going to give away. The evergreen necklace I'm going to give away.
Oh, it works!
It work?
Yes. So that's going to work, which is...
Wait, show them on screen how it works.
I accidentally set this down on here.
Whoops.
Okay.
Guess there goes that mat.
Sorry.
That's okay. I took the rest of them home to clean.
I'll try and...
We don't have a utility sink here.
Kind of clean.
Nice. Okay.
All right. I'm going to go in with my glue again. And I'm going to add a little bit more of an ample amount this time.
Enough to just really hold on to it.
Get that in there the best I can. And then I'm going to take this. I can't really show them how it works because it's really hard for me to move these. But I'll try and get it on screen for you guys. But
Everybody's sitting on the edge of their seat.
You guys can see it. It's right over here. I'm just using the side of this, and it picked it up. And then I'm just going to set it down. So great that our silicone brushes work for this.
Hey, happy accident, right? That we didn't have anything to use it with. And look at how like brilliant that is, because you can move it around with it too. Can I get a love react for that discovery? Send us a heart if you think that's as cool as we think it is.
All right. need to look at this really quickly so I know how many to do. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Okay.
Yeah, but we're not going to do all of those on screen.
I'm just going to do a couple of them so that they have like a...
It is. It's time blind as it's already almost 1 o'clock.
I know.
We've got some stuff to get through, so.
What else do we have to do?
We...
Just try on. Right?
Yeah, I suppose, but what else did we do? Oh, you didn't complete, you like what got halfway through the description of the earrings, but that's okay.
No, I didn't. I showed them everything.
We didn't completely show the construction of the moons.
It's just chain and...
Yeah. Peggy says, this part could be sentence enhancers moments. Definitely internally for me, externally for you guys.
And to put that in perspective, like I did the numbers because somebody was like, oh, so it just means you have like 8,000 of your followers or 7,000 of your followers are guys. And I'm like, actually, only 400 of my followers are girls out of like 8,000. But now it's more, I haven't looked at it.
It's not yet, right?
I haven't. No, that's probably it's probably even worse now of a statistic.
Right.
But like 400 to like 7,500 ratio
If
is
you
so
guys
insane.
don't know what Ainsley's talking about, sentence enhancers made her think of it, but she has a social media channel. And she is almost about to outdo Vintage with the number of Instagram followers. In probably one more day, she'll have more followers than us. Which, how many years have we been on Instagram? And how many months have you been on?
Yeah.
A lot. We've been on Instagram for a long time. But it's funny.
And this is actually pretty fast if you just
get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. You guys, I am so excited that the silicone brush works for that. Good discovery. This is true. No, Peggy, she's on Instagram as Polar Hugs.
Yeah, not by my real name.
Yeah, and she likes to keep that, like, she doesn't, so if you're on there and you find her, don't say hi Ainsley, say hi Polar. Just because
Just try.
those are the types of followers she has. She likes to keep some anonymity. I didn't pronounce that right.
Yeah.
And
If I had more, I
anonymous.
would like let them know my name eventually, but like
for
now it's just I'm keeping that on the down low and I'm just gonna go bipolar instead. For safety. Keep me nice and safe, guys. You don't want me to get kidnapped.
Till she has time for the budget for personal security, right? Okay.
Alright. And then you obviously repeat that on the other side, skipping these two. Don't do these two. Don't do it. Naughty, naughty. Don't do it. Otherwise, you cannot put your jump rings through them.
Yeah, you would end up having to smash them out, and nobody wants to do that. So
Yeah,
then all you need to do is glue your centerpiece on.
Yep.
Right?
Which is nice and secure now because we were able to let the other one dry as well. And then I'm going to do it on this dome side. At least for the most part, the guys on there are pretty dang respectful. But I think it's because I'm very... I will tell you how it is. I'm not afraid.
So Lisa, it's not a private account. She just has her, obviously her name attached to it, but there's not anything on there that would preclude her being vetted, if she got vetted by a government job or something like that. There wouldn't be anything on there that would be problematic for sure.
Like what? Like, what would be problematic?
I don't know.
What would be problematic to be vetted?
Well, some people are, like, crazy on their channels, right?
Yeah. I don't think I'll work a government job anyway. I think, can you open a new thing of Loctite? Because this is actually officially dead now.
That one's officially out. Peggy says, Ainsley, you could end up a trad wife if you got kidnapped, so we're going to protect you.
I don't think anybody wants me as a trad wife. I have a very rebellious soul.
She would escape, Peggy.
Yeah, I would.
She'd be out of there.
I would be out of there. I would. that man would probably end up dead. I'm sorry. If that was the only way, it is what would happen.
You know what? If they're that smart, Vintage, they're probably gonna find her.
Yeah.
That reverse AI like image finder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
can do that, and I do try to keep it like less like noticeable, but for the most part,
yeah.
Eventually, people will know where I live, but just keep it as
happen.
Down low as possible. And I'm just lining that up to be the top and the bottom. And I'm wondering, I think I'm gonna get a little more on the edges here.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure
that
seals.
You get it. Get that super sealed in there.
Yeah. Do my best to get that on there.
Here, I was thinking this was going to be like such a quick demo because I was like, oh, that's a pretty star piece that she put a piece on. I wonder why she needs the blank on the back. Oh. You can tell I didn't look at it that closely. Yeah, Peggy, I think so. I don't think that would be very compatible with her either.
More paint on my hand.
At least Ainsley's got a new nail appointment. What are you doing?
I'm putting it back on here.
No, I mean, what are you doing for your nails?
Oh, I'm going to do like Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty? Cute.
Yes, I have a really cute photo. I'm going to see if she can do it.
Do you remember how Xavier used to wrinkle his nose over your fancy nails?
Okay, this is super funny, actually. Yesterday, after his concert, they had a few more left, and in between, like, I was trying to figure out what to do for my nails and send it to her, my nail girl, so she would know what I wanted to do today. And Xavier's, like, looking at these pictures that I added, and he's like, that's ugly. And I was like, what? Why? He's like, they're too plain. And he used to be like, why are you doing this? Like, and it slowly grew on him, and now he's like, it's too plain.
That's so funny.
And now he's gonna have such ridiculous standards for his girlfriend's nails. And then we keep telling him, because I'm making sure that he's raised right, that he should pay for his girlfriend's nails.
Yes. And flowers.
And
dates
and everything.
And, yes.
Because we want him to be raised right.
Yeah.
And obviously, that's not an expectation I would have of my boyfriend, but it is a very great quality for somebody to be generous like that and willing to do things like that. And Xavier's like, I'll just learn to do them myself. He knows how much I spend on them.
That's so funny.
All right, and then you just let this dry off to the side, and then just try and make sure that these are as lined up as possible.
Oh, I know what it was. The other demo thing that was in my brain. The bib necklace. That was the one that we didn't go through.
Oh, you're right.
Because we have to do the wire technique.
Do you have to show them how to do that?
Yeah. So, just because that was because I was like, I know there's something that we skipped that we have to do as a demonstration.
I really have to go to the bathroom. Do you want to just finish out these and then you'll have a free pendant?
Do I want to do that? No, but I will go through and I will go over the rest of the construction of the earrings with them while you do that.
I'm just going to pop this lid on here, throw that away. Okay, we're going to switch out really quickly.
Can I see that where
and
you are?
They're not going to be Christmas because I'm going to have them for New Year's as well, but Hello Kitty feels Christmassy to me because she has her red bow, and so I'm going to do the red bow, and it's going to feel kind of Christmassy, and it will match my Christmas Hello Kitty pajamas.
Yeah, so we all got character Christmas pajamas.
You can guess what the
Yes.
the characters are for each
Oh, you guys can, okay. So I'm going to move this off to the side a little bit and bring these moon guys on here. And then we will go through how these are constructed. So I was thinking about this because our pieces that we have for demonstration here, they're both facing the same way. So I'm like, well, how am I going to make those usable? Because these all come, the kit comes with them mirrored like this in pairs, right? So they're already ready with the posts. They're going to have post backs. And then I was like thinking about it and thinking what I would do if you're not a post girly. And what I would do is I would probably remove the post and put a hole right above it, which may be how I modify this pair, because you can see we've got, these are both facing the same way. So, whoops, I'm not on screen. So what I'm going to do is remove the posts and make them into dangle earrings. So you can still use these if you don't prefer posts. The construction on these is pretty easy. Again, all of these parts come in your kit because this is a complete kit. So you get the 2 facing moons. You will get a foot of chain, which is enough to do the earrings, and then a little bit extra. You'll get the head pins that come with it, all the jump rings, and then a little bit of a variation of these beads. They're vintage beads that came in a mix. So some of the kits might have like a blue bead here instead, or an aqua one. So there's a little bit of a difference in these vintage beads. All of them will have these 3. And so the colors on these vary just a little bit. Really easy construction. One tip that I would say with this particular chain is it's easier to open and close the links of this chain than it is to try to fit your jump ring through it. Any questions you guys have? Okay, just pop any questions you have in there. And Ainsley was saying, you guys need to guess what my character pajamas are, because we thought it would be fun, instead of having like holiday themed, to do some like characters that we had fun with when we were kids. So she did Hello Kitty, Xavier's are all Pokemon, and Hunter's are SpongeBob SquarePants. Because when he was little, we took him to Universal Studios and he was terrified of the SpongeBob guy in the suit. So we thought that would be really funny to get him. And then Steve's our Cookie Monster. More because he loves sweets than because he informed me, he's like, I really did not like Sesame Street growing up. So that was pretty funny. And I said, well, they're still nostalgic for us because we used to read our oldest Sesame Street books when he was little. But yeah, see if you guys can guess what character mine are. What's your favorite kit of the day? And I'm not sure, so Ainsley went over where to add the holes on these guys. And then the rest of these, one other thing with this construction, which I don't think she went over, was this one, the loop is turned perpendicular in order for it to set right with this jump ring. That might be not super apparent from the photo. Yes, what?
Okay.
Oh, she's just looking at me like, All right, guys, we'll put her back in the hot seat. I went over the construction of this, what I think we didn't go over this. And asked them to guess what my characters were. I said what everybody else's were.
Oh, okay. We have
But
mentioned
we'll
this
see.
character in a live before.
We're a little-
What's your hint?
Yes, we have.
We've talked about this character before.
Oh, interesting. And then we were going to maybe show, if we have time, the iridescent in this, but Ainsley needs to show us how to do this. All right. We'll trade.
Oh, my hair part is not centered. That's slightly better. Not quite center, but better than it was.
They're not Xena Warrior Princess.
Is this not plugged in?
Is it low battery?
It's not charging even though it's plugged in.
Yeah, it's probably because it's putting pressure strain on it. Here.
Oh, here it goes. Don't touch.
I was just gonna flip it sideways, but
There we go.
okay.
All right, let me show you how to do this connection here. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I need to wipe this off, so give me 1 second. I don't want to dip my hands in here or get our bead in this wet paint. So I'm just gonna clean this up really quickly, guys. So we don't accidentally ruin our piece here. All right. Now I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. Because one for the end and one for the connection.
Nobody has any clue what my character would be, so I will tell you guys it is.
What? No. Give them more hints.
Okay.
Um,
So Ainsley said I had this kind of Christmas tree because it was sparse in certain areas. She said you're trying to have this kind of Christmas tree, and it is this character's dog. That's a clue.
yeah, it's a really good clue. All right. So I'm going to take a generous strand of wire. You're not going to use all this, but you will use the ends that you clip off for sure. And I am going to just move this out of the way. Thread it through. Once I have this thread through about halfway through this wire, I'm going to fold up. I'm just pulling the 2 ends up, and then I'm going to pinch them so they're more flush.
Okay,
There it goes. Everybody got it now. Actually, Vintage got it first.
Snoopy. That is right, guys.
Yes, Snoopy it is. Okay, so we're getting this as flush as possible here. I need to push this up. Sorry, guys. This is not focusing properly. And I'm just pulling it tight. And it's gonna look like this. Now we're gonna start to twist these a little bit. And then I'm actually gonna use my pliers to twist these in a second, and that's gonna give you a nice crisp view. Pull this, and I'm gonna pull this one, and pull this one. And then once I have it about where I want it to, I'm just gonna flatten this out. And I forgot my glasses, guys. I'm used to having them in my book bag, as we've talked about, and I do not have my book bag today. I need to put a pair in my purse.
You're not going to have your book bag all breaks.
I know, that's why I said it. That's why I just said I need to put a pair in my purse. Okay, now at this point, we are going to take our...
so that would be a good idea.
Round nose.
You know, it's
We're
funny.
going to start throwing objects here.
Every time I have to edit this for a reel, you're like, I'm going to take my round nose. And it's so funny when I'm editing it because, like, people will not know in that context why you're emphasizing that tool.
Okay, and so now I'm going to pull my wire over once I have a grip. Just one side, we're going to do the loop and pull that around, just like so. And then I'm just going to get a little bit of grip here and get it to cross the way I want it to.
Are you on screen now? Yes.
I was for a second. This is like the hardest part.
Okay.
All right, now I have it crossed. It's going to look like this.
Maybe zoom out a little bit.
They're not going to be able to see it if I zoom out. At this point, we are going to start doing our wrapping portion. And we're just going to wrap one of the pieces. I'm going to move this other piece a little out of the way. And we're going to wrap right underneath it. And I'm going to make sure I have this grip so that it does not twist or undo. Alright. And then I'm just going to start to wrap around here. And we're going to try and get it as flush as possible. Using your chain nose will help with that a lot, and you're going to be able to get it a lot tighter that way. And you just have to do a little bit of finagling as you go.
Can I see what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm being very careful so that they can see what I'm doing because it's very easy to... and then you're around again, and then you're going to clip it, and then tuck it, and you're going to do the other one. Oh my gosh, I'm really dumb. Normally you would thread this through the other one. We'll do that for the next one, because this works still for the one end.
Okay, yeah, because that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is fine as well.
So you're going to do one end that will go into your chain, right?
Yeah, this you just jump right into your
chain.
chain.
Not liking you today. I think maybe because that the wire's sticking up and it wants to focus up on the wire.
And then you're just going to do the other side. Give me a second. I'm just going to grip this. It's really hard for me to see that far away from my body. All right. I have a grip, and I'm going to start. Apparently, I don't have a grip. Actually, I think I use the round nose because it's a little easier to grab. That way. Okay, I have a grip. I'm going to start to do the other one. And wrap it around. Once you get it starting to go, it's going to be a lot easier. But those first two, you definitely need to get that grip for. And then you just clip it once you get it how you like. And then you tuck.
What gauge wire is this?
24, right?
The 24 gauge?
For sure, yeah.
Thin stuff so that it fits through.
Yeah, it's 24 gauge.
Okay, so this is 24 gauge brass wire, guys.
Okay. I'm going to show you half of the other one because the last little parts of the steps are going to be exactly the same. And so we're just going to thread this through, same as before. And we're going to pinch. Like so. pull it tight. And do our twist.
So, Kat on YouTube, these are for sale right now. All of the kits and mixes are for sale on vintage.com under the new category.
Push those together. We're going to make our loop right now, and then right after we make this loop, we're going to thread it at that point.
I'm going to put that, the link right up there in the comments on YouTube.
It's a little easier when you have a little less wire, as you can tell. Then we just thread our piece through at this point. And we're gonna try and make sure that this is facing. You can twist it a little bit. If you don't do it quite correctly, just twist your loop around so that's facing the correct way. I'm gonna thread this guy through here, which I have a terrible grip position for this. And we'll see if I got it the right way this time. I think I did. Usually get it the first time the way I want it to. Yep. Just like so. Just double check that you have your pieces the right directions, the way you want them facing. And then we can close this up so it's flush again. I like to pinch down with these. And then I do the same thing as before. I'm just wrapping around. And then pinching off the excess. And then I'll tuck this. A little more extra off here, a little better angle. Get that tucked. Grab our piece again, and we do the first couple around here of our wrap, and it will start to tighten up and be fine. And then you just trim. And make sure it's nice and tucked in there. And when you're twisting, you're gonna notice sometimes this would be like backwards, depending on what side you want it. If it ends up backwards from the side you want, you would just, like I said earlier, just take this and then twist it around. So just be careful and pay attention to those things to make sure you have it the direction you want it. Mine came out properly, but that can definitely happen in the process. So that's how you do those little guys. The little guys.
All right, I think we can go to full screen and try all this stuff on.
All right. Finally, I get to not feel weird without any jewelry on. So I'm going to start with this piece because I did try to make these. I haven't checked that it worked, but try to make it in a way that they should all layer nicely with each other.
So far, so good.
And then
Very
the next
pretty.
piece. With your favorite ever chain swags to photograph.
So they're very lovely and they look very nice on, but photographing those buggers is challenging. Ooh, so far so good. I think too, you could simplify that and just do a chain if you didn't want to do the swags as well. Lots of ways you could change that up.
It is so hard to see and align everything up nicely.
It's like
when
it's
you can't look in the mirror.
where you're because you're wearing a boat neck one, which makes it complicated.
Mirror, but it's fine now.
Okay, so this one comes with like 3 feet of chain.
Yep.
So it's really nice and long.
And I will stand up for you guys so you guys can see how long this is.
Cute. Ooh, I like your belt.
Thank you. It rides up a little bit.
It's almost like I thrifted that for you.
Dun.
Very pretty.
And then we also have the earrings and the bracelet. If I can get my earrings out. I found the other earring that I had lost.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It was on my bathroom floor, and I found the other piece too. I found both pieces somehow.
Good for you. You can do the those ones first if you want.
That's what I was planning on doing because it's a lot easier to put on.
I'm sure she will wear this just like this. All these things together in a stack like this.
All right, you can zoom in.
So nice. One of the do you see?
I see that now. Yeah.
There we go. So pretty.
Guys, I got glue in my hands and it's going to be very bothersome.
So you can get an idea for the scale too. Just really pretty all together.
Also have our bracelet,
which I think is the star of the day. I'm a little bit biased towards this piece. I love them all, but this is like my favorite.
I totally put this clasp on backwards though. Usually it goes sideways a lot of the times. I'm just going to flip this around really quickly. Well, I closed it and it lined up perfectly. I'm gonna have you close this. I did include enough chain, so this is my size plus extra chain swag for you to hook it in for multi-size. So we have this little extra here with the cute little bead technique that I showed earlier. Get this.
So lovely. It's a little gray today, I'm noticing when we zoom in. Just because there's no sunlight out today, guys. We don't have, it's not being augmented by a little bit of daylight coming in. So this is just all studio light.
Gonna need one more ear back.
Well, there were 2 out there.
Oh, I just didn't see
It's
the other
right
one.
there.
And as we showed early, not only is it amazing, it is also very easily executed. Both the paint technique and the wrap.
Yeah, so fast. I mean,
really great beginner wrap.
We've had a long, decently long live today, but it's because we have so many. This is more pieces than we normally do because Wendy helped out with designing one of them and sourcing a lot of the stuff, which freed me up to help Ainsley design so that we could do so many lovely pieces for you guys. Oh, also that little one is
there's two more bracelets for me to try on.
Look at that, guys. Oh, so pretty.
Made for my ears, right? I think these look like they belong on me.
Oh, you think so, huh?
I think that they're not coming off my ears. Since I'm so evil.
If I was really evil.
Maybe Wendy has one hidden laying around.
Yeah, do you have one extra moon that's facing the right way? I wanted to make sure everybody had the opportunity, so I'm shipping the rest of them back so that...
Actually, let's do this wrist because it will look nice in a stack. This is going to be significantly too big, actually.
Well, let me just modify it quick. You can put on that other necklace because I want you to...
You mean bracelet?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. But I will need a pair of those chain nose pliers.
Just added this. This is a really great way to add to your stack.
Yeah, and that's cute. That's just like stacked jump rings. Which I think the best way to resize this is going to be just putting your round nose pliers in that link. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna take this off in a second here just because there is a few tips for the construction of this I want to let them know that I realized I didn't do earlier.
Gotcha. So you have all the other pieces?
We've tried on everything else.
Okay, here's your... So that's super quick and easy to do. I really love the... I was really happy that there were enough because Wendy gave me this mix of vintage beads, and I was super psyched that there were enough of these sapphire crystals.
Can you zoom?
To do this bracelet because I am just in love with that. That one is coming with me. You're not snagging that one because you can make another one for yourself. You can finish it out. Definitely. Love, 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 love. Oh, she's sticking her tongue out at me. Do you want that one too? All the pieces are so great, aren't you? She says, I might have the same direction as the one you have, but I do have them, a couple pair in brass, and you can just paint them silver first. Ooh, awesome.
Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure you guys understand what the construction of this is like very quickly. One thing you do need to do is use your bead awl on these two holes here. It will not fit through right away. So keep that in mind. And then I'm trying to think if anywhere else it needs that. Just, obviously we talked about hole punching these earlier, or you can bead awl it. But those two, just make sure you bead awl. And then this is just a simple thread through there. And then the swags are connected to that as well.
Vintage, we have an extra bracelet here that she can make. And enough crystals, so.
Yes.
Because we have the demo one, so you don't need to keep that for us. But this one, so what I can say, did you make this look like an extension of the orchid on purpose with the moons? It makes it look like that.
That is exactly the point. Because I thought, it's butterfly is gorgeous. It's gorgeous as a butterfly, obviously, and I love it as a butterfly. She just kicked out her Clorox wipes. That's what that sound is.
When it's tight in here, you guys know.
And so,
I'm not kidding.
That I did want to change up the shape, that it felt a little more on the celestial side, and so that is why I did what I did for this design. I wanted it to feel more in line with the celestial. I feel like orchid could be like a beautiful, like, kind of like in the right color. It feels very like moonlighty to me.
Yeah.
Like if it's a white orchid, it feels very moonlighty to me.
So pretty.
More so than a butterfly.
I love all the pieces together, and it was Wendy's kind of inspo to do that bib, which I'm so glad she had that idea with the connectors, because look at all of them together. I just want to wear them all.
But yes, that is everything. She said, I also have a very, very rusty bracelet that you can have.
That's why I told her that we didn't need it, because we've got we've got the extra one here. She just wants the one that's already made, guys.
No, it's fine. I was just being bratty. I will let her have that one because I'm keeping the earrings. She really doesn't like that over there.
Well, because like to get all of the lengths right, like when designing them, it always, when you make the first pair, that always takes a while. And I was like, whew! It was like half an hour in. I was like, okay, they're done. Doesn't look like it took that long, did it? And she was privately scheming over there, all ready to steal them. Why shouldn't I keep it?
Priorities.
Well, everyone, you doing the Mr. Rogers thing? Are you getting ready to go? Buttoning up your sweater?
Yep.
Ooh, it looks cute with that.
Yeah, I wanted to show it with that. Like,
yeah, it looks so
the
good
school
together.
today.
So Monday, we'll be putting out an event poster soon. Corian's gonna send me the images to do that, but don't forget to join us. We're gonna have a lot of fun on Monday. A lot of the things that we have designed with here that are painted and just really hand done have been curated into like pendant packs that are like around 6 pieces each, so they're like 6 artistic pieces, and we have quite a few of them. So we're going to be featuring that along with some other warehouse items and just hanging out and having fun as we go into the Christmas week, so you guys can kind of chill for the rest of the week, because that's the only live next week. So we'll only see you on Monday.
So make sure you are here Monday, not Wednesday or Friday, Monday.
Right, because there's also no masterclass next week because it's a holiday break, because there's 5 weeks, and this is the one that we're choosing to take off.
Rightfully so.
So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for hanging out with us.
You're going to come say bye over here? Oh,
yes,
actually, you might want to wipe your eye, though.
I think everything's melting.
You have a mirror over there. Yeah, your makeup is melting for some reason.
I was sweating because of the star thing.
You have your mirror right there.
Wait. Oh, okay. This extra thing?
No. Oh, yeah, that is it. You have 2 palettes in here like that.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is really melting. No, I think it's because I put extra oil on my face this morning because it's so dry.
There's 2 palettes in here. You know that? Look, there's a palette right there.
Oh, interesting. I think I just left them in case, sometimes...
But aren't they the same palette?
No. They came in the same set. They're not the same one. All right, guys. Just looking out for me, making sure I don't have makeup smudge. Right. No.
Zoom out.
No, you...
Oh, a little too much. There you go.
All right, guys.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to join us Monday for our special Christmas party and be excited for that. We will see you all on Monday.
Yeah, happy holidays.